Alright, welcome back. Gloves Off Society, episode 2.
Already episode number 2. It's already feeling good. Feels like home.
Right now, we're doing every Wednesday. You guys see it Thursday. But once we get our audio mix here and our mics, and it's gonna look a lot better, a little better lighting. We're just doing it because we told you guys that we were gonna air the stuff for you, and we're not gonna not commit. So we're doing it anyways.
And we'll get better. Like I said, we don't have the best setup right away. I mean, it's raw right now. We're getting it out there. We're letting it fly. It's only gonna get better. And I just want to say, shout out to everyone messaging me. I've got countless friends and family members that have given us support and have watched it, liked, subscribed, shared on Snapchat, shared on their Instagram stories. All that means that makes me want to keep doing this, like
the Facebook shares,
everything. And without you guys, we can't grow. We just had our first viral video on TikTok. That was
pretty exciting.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet to wake up to.
Still growing too.
It's still growing, and it just shows. Sometimes we know what we're talking about, and sometimes we're funny and make some cool videos. And it's like I said, we're learning. We're just learning. I'm learning how to edit and do the ideas that I want and implement them. So just keep sticking around and telling your friends and tell the whole town.
Mm-hmm. Everyone. Absolutely everyone.
Everyone.
All right. Let's speaking of recap, let's recap a little bit.
Yeah.
About this last weekend.
All right. So, first of all,
let's start with how were the fights?
The fights in the Northern Lights were very interesting, none to say the least. It was very tense. I don't know if I can say who was there because I don't know if you could talk about shit like that, but let's just say there were some people there.
Very well-known biker gang?
Yeah, and there was a lot, and it was really cool to see how, nonetheless, dude, they all had each other's back, and they supported each other. There was a lot of these guys fighting, and it's amazing. I mean, it was cool to just sit back, have a back seat and watch them all root for each other. Yeah, I mean, the Northern Lights, it was awesome. You seen a lot of guys super scared, like they were just like hooded up, cold sweat, like. And I know it's one thing to sit in the stands and say that, but maybe that's wrestling these big matches I have under my belt that I don't feel that way. I could be nervous and not show it, but as soon as we touch gloves, it's like you get hit once and it's like, all right, boom, we're here. But the Northern Lights was pretty sweet. We're going to be going to April. There's going to be a promotion at the curling club in Brainerd. I'm going to be there. I believe Noah Landers is going to be there, and he's number 1 at 170.
155, isn't it?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's 170. I thought. Either way, he's number 1 in Minnesota at that weight class, so I'm going to be watching him.
Is Colin going to be there, too?
I don't think Colin is. I think he's fighting in Detroit Lakes, I believe. Yeah, Colin's fighting in Detroit Lakes in a couple weeks after that.
Gotcha.
But nonetheless, it was great. It was awesome. There was violence.
Mm-hmm.
There was violence. I mean, fuck. We were standing in line. I went and grabbed a drink, watched it. We were standing outside getting our tickets tagged. Dude got knocked the F out. I mean, almost worse than anyone in the cage. Just slept one-timer, snoring. And right there and then you're like, yep, we're at the fights. We're in the right place. This is how it's going. And the Beano stole me off for 200. Not everyone else, but yeah. It was a good time.
And then also this last weekend, there was the UFC pay-per-view card.
UFC 286.
Leon versus Kamaru Usman. If you haven't seen it, we're gonna spoil it for you. Leon retained the belt.
Yeah, won a decision.
Kind of a boring fight.
Yeah, I wasn't very excited to watch it. Like,
I was excited to watch it.
well, I was, but it was too fast in my opinion. There wasn't enough build up. Like, I was super hyped for it, but like,
That's the UFC's fault. They didn't.
yeah, no, I think they messed up on double back-to-back weekend
Oh, the short pay-per-view, like, yeah.
Yeah, it just happened so fast.
Because it went pay-per-view, fight night,
Right,
and then pay-per-view. Haven't seen that.
Yeah, no, it was so fast. But Kamaru was, I don't know what the hell happened, dude.
Shy.
Yeah, and then I've heard a lot on the podcasts I've been listening to and the shows that, like, oh, Leon's wrestling is good. Yeah, his takedown defense was really good and he got away fast. But, like, Kamaru didn't even really try to take him down. He pushed him up against the fence or he'd get in on the legs and he looked, I've never seen him that gassed.
Yeah.
He looked like he was super gassed out. What I talked about, I mean, they favor the younger guy in the trilogy fight. It looked like he's been making that money and it's easy for him to move on.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, well, then we also talked about when they weighed in, because we had to reshoot our podcast because we got copyright claimed, obviously. Then we reshot it Friday, so the night before, and Colby weighed in. And he attended the event.
He stood up the entire fight. Everyone else was sitting down and he was standing there just eyeing them down. That was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie.
And that is the next fight for Mr. Leon Edwards too. What Dana says.
Yeah,
what
Dana says. So I even have in my notes here. I said Leon scared Edwards. What? Nothing makes sense right now, right? So
No,
they're saying he doesn't deserve a shot. He hasn't beat anyone. Blah blah blah. Dude, Leon literally fought Nate Diaz after a 2-year layoff. And then got a title shot. So, like, what are you talking about? I personally think, if I'm throwing out my opinion, I think he's scared because I think it's going to be the toughest fight for him. He's good on his hands. He's got a high pace. And his wrestling's good. And he's going to keep coming. He might not take you down in the first round, but...
And I see this problem with the UFC right now. You got all these guys that are in the top 5, every single weight division, and everyone thinks they deserve a title shot, but won't fight each other. You know, number 3 won't fight number 2, number 3 won't fight number 1, number 1 won't fight number 4. You know,
and they're sitting out longer and longer and letting other people build up.
Yeah, and they're just content with just like, I'll wait for my title shot.
Yep.
And then nothing ever changes in the rankings, so then it's another rematch and another rematch.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired of watching these immediate rematch, and I get it. Like, Kamaru wanted his rematch, well, he had his reign, but like, it just gets so annoying. Like, we went through Marino and Figueiredo like 4 or 5 times. Insomnia's got another one. Like,
and why is that match even happening?
I don't know.
Twice in kickboxing, once in the UFC. Done. Not even again. Fight. I get he wiped out some of the guys in the middleweight division, but there's always someone.
Give your champion a chance to defend the belt against knock this out. Okay, right? Because like, this is what I'm saying. So
it makes boring fights.
Yeah, it does. Because what if the next it's 3 weeks away? What happens when Izzy wins?
Rematch.
I want my rematch. I want my belt. Cool. Now we're in a. I would like to see Robert Whittaker fight, or Chimaev or something. I don't know.
Any of those middle.
Anyone, let him defend his belt once and let Izzy fight someone else. Yeah. It's the same way. Like,
same goes for
I was excited. Okay, that's a lie. I was excited, but then when it happened and I watched him just fight, like, Kamaru fought him like he was already the champ.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He wasn't really putting the pressure on. And I don't know if he had a bad camp injury, whatever. I don't know. But, god damn, I just kept saying over and over again in the fight, I'm bored. This sucks.
It was boring.
We literally just watched Leon head kick him. Well, yeah, the head kick the first fight, or the second fight, I mean. And then the third fight, it was like 65 or 70 leg kicks. That's what won him the fight. That's what won him every round.
Yeah.
Not getting taken down, too, but those leg kicks stole the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how Kamara's coaches and Kamara himself, being the former champ, doesn't realize that fence grab was huge, and he could have turned it on the rest of the fight and won. He could have won that belt back after that.
Easy.
Justin Gaethje, dub,
Yep.
must win. In our last pod, we talked about he's got to win if he wants another run at the title.
Kind of got pieced up in the second round, like really bad.
Yeah.
Stumbled.
I would say the first round too, Fiziev looked lightning fast, like a whip.
He's so fast.
Why wouldn't
He's like our age, isn't he?
Fiziev?
Yeah, he's like only in his mid to late 20s.
No,
He's not
I think he's
30.
like 30.
I'm telling you, I gotta look it up. I gotta
Look it up. But as he's looking that up, Fiziev looked like a lightning bolt. He had some sweet war braids going on. It looked like a lightning bolt.
They are cool.
But that's Gaethje's match. Like, he loves that. He would eat one and just dip his head down, come over with the top like a Chuck Liddell, and you could just hear the crack out of his hand.
Oh, he is 30. Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
But Gaethje's like 33.
Yeah,
34.
it's not far.
So, hey, a couple years like that makes a difference too.
But why was that a 3-round fight? I mean, it only took 3 rounds. You could tell who won. But
I don't think
why
it's
not
ever
a
going to be a title. I don't think they only do like title contender. If it's not a title fight, title contender fights are 5 rounds usually.
okay.
Very rare.
I was kind of upset about that because Gaethje's war proven. Like he likes 5 rounds. So what if it was like a drop 3 rounds?
Has Gaethje ever win 5 rounds? Ever?
I don't think he's went 5 rounds, but well, what was the Ferguson one? Was that only 3?
I don't know.
God, it felt like a long.
Maybe it was. I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Or Poirier.
Poirier finished him, so
But like, what round was it? 3rd or 4th?
probably third, I think, 3rd or 4th. But
God, maybe I'm just.
he swings so hard that he like just gassed himself up by the 3rd round.
He's just getting hit. Yeah.
So I talked to my dad about this, and I was like, "Yeah, Fiziev had in trouble, like bad." And he goes, "I don't know if he did." And he goes, "Watch every one of Gaethje's fights when he gets rocked." He's like, "What does he do?" They come in and he's like stumbling someone, uppercut, huge uppercut, or a big overhand
From downtown.
Yeah. He's like, "So is he actually rocked, or is that just something he's able to do?" I don't know.
I don't know.
Because that's exactly what happened. Fiziev actually, he hit him and rocked him. Gaethje's doing his little. He does the weird stumble. He's like,
He's literally like this, and then he just stops, completely fine.
wham, yeah. But Fiziev didn't walk him down. He just sat there, and he was like, good on him. He was patient.
Yeah.
If he's gonna knock him out, he's gonna knock him out.
And it's kind of good because he kind of stole Fiziev's hype and slowed that train down. And
Dana White already said though, he's like his stock did not go down from that fight.
Fiziev, yeah.
No way.
Well, and I heard him talk about Gaethje was talking about. He said he's making his last run and then he's done.
Yeah.
He's not going to stick around, which I like hearing that from Gaethje because he's starting to get older, and it's all these young guys coming up have been training for a long, long time too, and they're just as hungry. But why lose your last 3 fights trying to prove? Like Tony Ferguson, I'm sorry, I love Tony, but after that war with Gaethje, someone should have sat his ass down and did, hey, retirement fight. Mm-hmm. Fight someone low in the rankings, like bottom 15 and under. Hopefully he wins, retire. Don't fucking keep fighting, getting your ass beat, losing. It just fucks with your legacy, like Silva, man. No one remembers how fucking good Silva was.
Yeah, I mean, we do.
I mean, I do. That's what I grew up with. But like,
By the way, I stand corrected. Gaethje said in the embedded. I said in the last podcast that his last four fights, 2 of them were title fights. It's wrong. 3 of his last 4 were title fights.
oh, because his Poirier one was
Poirier, Khabib.
vacant. Or not vacant. Why did I just say that for? Interim.
Yes.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, interim, and then Khabib, and then Oliveira. You could almost even go back to his last, 5-6 fights, and you would add another one in there because of Ferguson, because that was an interim fight.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember, he wouldn't even wear the belt. He threw it on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause he was like, "Get that fucking thing off me! I want the real one."
Yeah.
That was a good fight.
So he's been in a lot of title fights.
Go watch that fight if you've never watched that. Go watch it and then comment on the pod and let us know. Cause that is a.
It's kind of hard to watch.
Yeah, it is, because he couldn't defend himself, and you could just. It was in the PI, right?
I don't know, but he was just cracking him.
I'm pretty sure it was in it was just in the smaller cage, no fans, and you could just hear it.
What really got me is because obviously growing up also watching Ferguson. Yeah, growing up watching Ferguson, it's we were all kind of all like, he's the guy.
Oh, Kikuye.
Yeah, and then that one moment, if you watch the fight, Justin Gaethje hits him, and he steps back and he goes, and he shakes his head, and Gaethje's looking at the ref. He's like, you
gotta stop it. Yeah. And he didn't.
He couldn't even see straight. And it was pretty hard to watch because that was the start of the downfall of
and
Ferguson.
Gaethje kept leveling him too.
It was bad. But they're talking Gaethje versus Poirier 2.
I'm for it. I think they've both gotten better. I would
rematch.
Yeah. Oh shit. No shit. But these guys have also fought in 4 different fighters.
Yeah.
These other fights are jumping
right away.
fucking right away. Give me the rematch.
Yeah.
And then the other guy wins. I'm not fighting again for a year until I get my rematch.
Yeah. And that was kind of cool because Gaethje even said there's 2 people he wants to get back. Obviously, Khabib's not ever going to be one of them, but he said I would entertain the Poirier fight, and I want that Oliveira. Champion or not, he doesn't care. He wants them 2 back.
That would be sweet.
So that'd be very interesting. I would watch both of them.
Yeah, I would. Well, those are great fights. Those are great co-mains.
Maybe not the Oliveira one right away, but I'd watch the Poirier. And then if he did take up Poirier, and let's just say Oliveira loses Dariush, because that's the next fight coming up for Oliveira, I would definitely watch a Gaethje versus Oliveira after a Gaethje versus Poirier.
Yeah.
Because that one's still fresh in my head, the Gaethje versus Oliveira one.
Yo.
So. Yeah, and then we got the card coming up, the fight night card coming up this weekend.
This Saturday night.
Cheeto versus Sandhagen.
Cheeto versus Sandhagen, the Sandman.
Both dangerous.
Both dangerous. I've done. I think it was DraftKings. They have Cheeto as the underdog, plus 150. Sandhagen's a minus 175. So
three round or 5 round?
5.
Okay, so here's the thing. If none of you guys watch Cheeto doesn't really come out until round 3.
Yeah.
He's very, very defensive. He blocks leg kicks, blocks punches, throws very minimal. His punches are hard. He can end you in the first couple rounds, but he really lays it on you those last couple rounds. And I mean, look, he's finished every guy around round 3-ish. So that, and I mean, Sandhagen's no slouch by any means. So weird fighter. They lost spinning, and
they both had a vicious knockout on Frankie Edgar. Sandhagen, flying knee. Cheeto, front kick, right?
Cheeto's
No.
front kick was on down at Cruz.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, fuck. Well, they both had a violent finish. with
Against
Frankie.
veterans.
Against veterans, but Frankie Edgar, that's a common opponent, and they both fucking... Isn't saying much. Frankie needed to retire, but Frankie is one of the best.
Yeah.
Pioneer. But he was older, and they both knocked him out. Well, whatever. What does that fucking mean?
Yeah. Cheeto's another guy that took some time off and he's coming back hot.
Yep, he ate
Really
some mushrooms. He's been eating some mushrooms. He changed his diet.
Crazy.
I heard him on Joe Rogan, and yeah, he's got some crazy stories coming over there from Ecuador.
So they're talking like obviously Sean O'Malley is top contender right now, and then they have it. What was it? May 6th, Cejudo versus Aljamain Sterling. So whoever wins,
May 3rd, whatever, first weekend in May.
so whoever wins that fight, it's Sean O'Malley's going to take on who's ever next. But Cheeto versus. I would take that rematch, Cheeto versus O'Malley.
Oh, it's gotta happen.
Sean O'Malley wants to do it. He's confident he's going to become champion. He wants to do it after he wins the championship.
Because
Cool.
if he loses, he's fucked. Then you don't get the belt run. You know, Cheeto automatically does if he beats Peter.
Yeah.
Or blah, blah.
O'Malley.
O'Malley.
Yeah.
Sugar Show.
Sugar Show. Yeah, and then there's one more guy up there, isn't there? Merab. I heard there's two ways it's going to go down. Aljamain Sterling beats Cejudo. He goes up to 145. He loses Cejudo. He goes up to 145. He said, "Well, it's inevitable. He's going to go up to 145."
Yeah, he's tired of killing his body.
UFC coming up card.
Alright. Poatan.
Stone hands or something like that.
Yeah, it's a good rematch. Get a little tired of these fucking rematches, like we said.
Especially that one, then the kickboxing matchups they had.
He's knocked them out every time except once, right?
Yeah, the first time they met they didn't, but he still won, and then knockout in the last round. And then UFC comes around, knockout in the last round. I'm sorry to tell you, that's a trilogy fight right there. Done.
Yeah.
3-0. Why are we doing this a fourth time?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Is he like, I'm the best. I'm the best.
Give me my belt back. No, it's not yours. Give it to
That's okay. Maybe it'll make Izzy go back to the old. I was kind of tired of his fucking weird shit. His little like fruity.
I don't like his fights to begin with.
Yeah, well, he used to be a savage, a killer, and then he got that money and he just got fucking weird, like painting his fingernails and wearing pearls, and everyone's like, yeah, man, I'm like fucking gay, dude.
What did
I
Strickland
probably shouldn't say that, but
It's fine. Strickland said it on live TV.
yeah.
He goes, sorry. Made the little faggot.
Or no, he says, little girl painting his finger on. I mean, that's just, you do you, I guess, but I liked Izzy when he was a killer.
Yeah.
Not a fucking Fruit Loop. Izzy would whoop my ass for saying that, but he's probably gonna call me after this and be like, God damn it, Drew! I'm coming over right now, I'm fucking gonna break your face.
And then you got Gilbert versus Masvidal.
I'm gonna go with the underdog on this one.
Who's the underdog?
Masvidal.
You're high.
Yeah, I know. But let us know what you guys think. I'm gonna go with Masvidal and the King of the City.
Don't.
I think it's written in the stars. I think Gilbert's gonna get
listen to
fucking
that.
slept in the first round, flying knee.
Gilbert realized he hit.
Calling it on our podcast.
Gilbert realized his jiu-jitsu is elite, and now he's gonna
He's
choke
gonna try to take him
everyone out.
Yeah. Not Masvidal. He's gonna uppercut him, knock him out. But next fight.
What is it?
We'll be talking more about
Adrian
this shit next
Yanez
week.
versus Rob Font. Sleeper fight. It's gonna be a good one.
I like Giannis in that one.
Yeah. Rob Font's took some L's recently against a couple guys. But he's also beat some really top tier guys.
Yeah, yes.
And then you got that little 18, 19-year-old Raul Rosas Jr. on the main card.
That's impressive in
It's
itself.
impressive.
You think he's gonna be a future John Jones?
No.
No. No, let's stop that hype train right now. Very impressive. UFC, if you're watching this, which I know you are, I already got notification, but you need to chill out on the ratings on the game with this guy.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna say his name. This guy is not him.
Oh, hey, speaking of.
He is tweaking out on the game.
Let's go back a couple. It's funny you say that. I ran a simulation on Mr. Edwards versus Covington, and Covington beat. It went to decision.
Oh,
Covington 50-45, won every single round.
holy smokes!
They're rated the same on the game, but I was like, I just want to see.
That just sparked a memory back there.
Yeah, and,
Oh, fuck,
I was like, I forgot about that. Yeah, I did that. Well, I did that last night.
Oh, yeah.
Memory's bad.
Well, either way, they need to fucking lower his rating down. His 5-star wrestling.
At 18 years old.
Right, but yeah, exactly. 5 stars. You're telling me his is just as good as John Jones or
Henry
Cejudo, Khabib, Islam. Those are 5 stars.
Yeah.
You are not him, buddy. Might be against
We're like
me,
watching
but
you.
yeah, you're not him on the game yet. Sorry.
All right, let's transition into some NCAA championships.
Yep. Let's talk about it.
125, Spencer Lee gets upset.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker. We made a video. It was our first viral video on TikTok. So go give it a look at the Gloves Off Society on TikTok. Fuck, I didn't even know what to say. Like,
It was just heartbreaking. It really
we literally talked about how we thought he was gonna walk through the tournament,
Yeah. Whatever.
and he got pinned because we talked about it.
Pat Glory wins.
Pat Glory won. It was nice to see Pat win. I mean, he's been right there for the last couple of years. I feel like he could have won a couple if Spencer Lee's not there.
Right.
But
133.
Vito.
Vito.
God, he's a
With
stud.
2 upsets.
Yeah. Just dominant match over Dayton Fix. And if you roll back the pod, I talked about how Dayton fixed it. These guys were wrestling timid. And there's going to be
Just flat.
guys like Vito that are coming out. I'm tired of taking 5th or 3rd place. Boom. Comes out, shocks Dayton Fix, says, I'm doing this shit again against RBY.
Does.
And he looked great against RBY.
Slick on his feet. So
Yeah. And RBY's not used to getting shot on it in general. And his first line of defense isn't like head in her hands, nothing. It's like trying to jump over you or like limp leg out.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't always work. You gotta stand in the box and wrestle, you know.
141.
Our boy Andrew.
Yep, you called that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Shout out to UNC. I think that's our first champion.
Maybe, yeah.
Might be.
149. No one cares about that one. Just kidding.
Yanni gets his 4-time championship.
2 from Cornell now.
Yeah. What are that? I think it's 5 or 6 that have ever done it. Total. 2 of them from the same college within the last 10 years.
Bizarre. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
157.
So this one freaks me out a little bit. This dude was wrestling Jason Surtis, and I remember watching it now back in high school at my uncle's house, because we used to watch the championships together, when Surtis wrestled for Northwestern.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck is this dude still in college?
It's old.
I mean, dude's old enough to have a wife and 3 kids right now. I mean...
But hey, he's an NCAA champion. Two-timer.
Champ. He beat up a fucking red shirt freshman, and you could tell the dude was taking outside singles. He headlock, spin around.
That kid will be an NCAA champion, that Levi.
Fuck yeah, he will be. But that was the match. None of them talked about how old he was. With
38. No.
Yeah, he was 37 years old. We were just not kind of kidding. That doesn't make sense. But
165.
Keegan O'Toole. Like I said,
Made a video about it.
I made a video. That's another one up on TikTok you can go watch. But like I said, it's hard to beat the same guy over and over again. It just is. And from start to finish, he started the match knowing what he wanted to do and how he was going to do it. And David Carr, he looked kind of lost and he looked flat.
The top guys, we said it over and over and over again. They all looked flat.
Yeah, and he paid the price.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think this is like the most upsets I think I've seen in the NCAA tournament. I'm not saying that one is an upset, but I think a lot of people predicted to be like, hey, David Carr is going to go in there and win.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a fair shot. He dominated through the tournament. Looked really, really well. He wrestled. It was a flashback in time. We seen it at the barn on St. Patrick's Day. 2 dads wrestled each other.
Munoz and
I don't think it was Munoz. It was Monday. Quincy Monday and David Carr. Their dads wrestled for, I believe, like 2 or 3 times to get onto the Olympic stages, a world title, yeah. NCAAs. Like they just kept matching up. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool and really weird how it just worked out like that. Yeah. Like the wrestling gods were like, "Here you go, boys. Who's better? Dad, sit back and have a beer. Let's see who's better." David Carr aced that test.
Yeah. 174.
We're back at 174.
My beer is empty. I'm upset.
You want me to grab one?
I'll grab it.
All right.
You go.
Alright, so we're going to talk about Carter.
Strachey. Go.
Yeah, he's 3-timer. He talked about immediately right after it. It seemed like he's had his fun and he's ready to move on and make some money and some fame. I think he sees Bo Nickel as an idol, about the same weight, and he even said, "I see Bo running through these people." He said, "I see Bo running through these people." Oh, thanks for the beer, brother. God, what a Jackie.
Keep talking.
So you see him, he talks about Bo running through these people. Well, he's a fucking lion chasing a lamb too. He wants a piece of it. I feel like he thinks he can run through. He's won 3 titles in a row now. He's on top of the world. He wants a piece of that. He wants to fucking run through some people.
You want me to open it for you too? Hold your hand.
Lost it.
Carter Strachey is a freaking beast.
Win another title. Do it not for Penn State. Do it for yourself. Do it because you want to, I would say.
Can he become 4-timer? Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
him and the next guy, right?
Well, I believe he could because he's got... everyone had like a little extra year of eligibility due to COVID. So even if he lost 1 year, I'm pretty sure he gained another year.
He has.
Yeah, I don't think he has. He hasn't. But he was talking about his Olympic. He wants Olympic gold. Like it was the same with Gable. He wants to fucking go win some real shit. And when you're winning 3 national titles in a row, you're on top of the world, and I bet you feel like you can fuck up anyone. And to be honest, he's immediately a favorite at that weight. at whatever he chooses to do.
You know who else has won 3 titles and probably doesn't feel on top of the world?
Just don't even say.
Spencer Lee. But anyways, yeah, no.
Oh, the fucking cops are here.
The kid is good. Who pins a dude in the finals? Other than someone like Bo Nickel, but you don't ever see that really. Unless they're like a weird fluke.
Well, you see pins in the finals, but not on their way to their 4th title.
You don't see them like. Usually it's like you see, pinned 57 seconds or something because. Like when David Taylor got pinned by Bubba Jenkins.
Yeah,
just like a weird free cradle.
Weird roll around cradle. They call touch falls in college, in case you guys didn't see. So
no, I beat you up and I pin you.
Yeah.
He
184.
looks like he's wrestling high schoolers.
Yeah. Well, he's reached that level, and I feel like a lot of people in that room are around that weight class. You know what I mean? Like these top tier Olympic guys and fighters are around his weight. You know, they don't really have a lot of guys around 133, 141. That's a lie, 141. I don't know why I did that, but 141 they have some guys. But Penn State has no 25-pounder.
That's been a problem for a long time.
Yeah, and they haven't since Nico.
They've had some good 125-pounders. One 125-pounder they had was 2-time NCAA champion.
Nico?
No.
Gilman?
I
think Gilman.
Rutgers boy. Then went to Michigan.
Oh yeah, he didn't even.
Soriano.
Yeah, he didn't even wrestle there. He did, and then was like, I'm leaving. Okay, goodbye. That guy's fucking weirdo. Straight up.
Anyways, 184.
Aaron Brooks gets it done.
Is he another one that can do a 4-time?
Yep.
Because I swear Curtis
He
Rocky
just won his 3rd.
and Aaron Brooks were both freshmen when they won their titles. And they haven't lost. Have not lost. And then, like you said, they've had the freak thing around COVID.
Yeah.
Most positive.
Well, actually, I take that back. Did Zahid beat Aaron Brooks? Because I remember when he was like, no, fuck that. I'm going to pin you next time. And Zahid's like, you're a kid.
I thought the last time Zahid wrestled was...
maybe that was for
Mark
World
Hall.
Team. Yeah, it was. I'm an idiot. It's okay.
Years go by, you forget.
Yeah, well, and we got so much going on. So much more new stuff to try to bring up old is like...
And we said this last time, and we're going to say it again. 197. No one cares.
Well, it's cool. Oh, hold on. I know a little cool thing. This Nino Bonacorsi or whatever. I don't know. You can roast me in the comments. I don't know how to say his last name. He worked his way up. 197 was kind of a wide open weight class. But I read a story from Pittsburgh how I think he went up 3 weight classes or weight class every year, and he had to earn everything. He got pinned his first college match. He wasn't very good, and they said that he paid his championship in blood. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And then heavyweight.
Mason Paris, we all knew that.
I didn't want.
I didn't want to either. I wanted Kirkfleet to win, but I mean, like I said, he's too damn big,
Mason
dude.
Pierce teched Tony Cassiope in the semifinals. Who does that? Techs.
Gable.
Not, hey, I beat you up 10-3. No, I teched
Or was
you.
it heavyweight? Yeah, 10-3.
I teched you.
It teched your ass.
In the semis, and you're a top 4 guy.
Yeah. It's a long ride home.
How'd your semis go?
Yeah.
I got teched.
Yeah, I got teched. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but whatever.
And then he got pinned by that Air Force dude. Cassiope did.
Yeah, that guy's a beast.
Yeah, he's big.
He's fucking huge, just like Paris.
That's 2 times though now. Michigan's had some top heavyweight wrestlers. Because it was Kuhn and then Paris. So that's it.
You got anything else you want to throw into the pod for the fans? For fanboys and girls?
No, just really look out. You know, our podcasts are gonna start, you know, lot more professional. You know, all these podcasts see with the big boom arm and the mics in your face, and that's what it was already supposed to look like. But
And hey, first of all, we have jobs, folks. Like real jobs. I'm a foreman. And
journeyman plumber.
yeah, so like we have a lot of priorities. It's hard to just divert all of our attention into this. We're going to, but it's going to be slower, and we need you guys to comment and like, share, subscribe. You guys are doing great. Keep talking about it. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us if you like hearing about Colby and what you guys like to hear about. Don't talk shit about wrestling though, because that I'll talk about it all day. But give us some more I'd like to see some more feedback on the comments and stuff. And
yeah, it doesn't have to be
I see some of you guys. Yeah, just
if you guys are really into grappling, you know, it's not just UFC wrestling. It's all MMA.
yes, it's
Boxing.
gloves off society.
Yeah.
It's symbolizing fuck that, gloves are off. Let's fight about it. You know, like it's everything.
Boxing, grappling.
It's a mentality, right?
Jiu-jitsu, you know, we can talk about it all. We follow it all.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys want to see, we'll provide.
And I really want to hear from you guys. I want to see who's watching the videos. I want to hear if you think Colby Covington doesn't deserve it. So we can pull up your guys' comments and talk about you guys commenting back and forth and get kind of... It's a society, right? It's a group of people watching our videos. I don't want it to be just floating out on the internet for fucking weirdos to watch, you know? I mean, you guys can watch it all you want, but... You know, it's a society, right? Like, I want to talk back and forth, debate. Maybe we get you guys on for a pod, or you know, we do something at the bar and have people come up and.
Any ideas are great.
You know, anything.
We'll entertain
Message
about
us.
anything.
Yeah, I think this is a great second pod. It might be a little bit longer, so if you had to cut through and listen,
So be it.
so be it. Make sure to give us a follow, like, subscribe, smash, brother. Smash it.
Click, hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
See you guys on the
Fucking do
next
it.
one.
Gloves are off.